This way, if you stand, you'll be standing on the concrete. Just be careful when you sit because it's not real stable here.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is Phil, my father's best friend, and this is Annette, Phil's wife, a very dear friend of my mom and dad. So,
Where are they buried? I guess that's there's two pots there, and there's two here. reflect his perception on behalf of the grateful nation. It's an expression of appreciation for the honorable and faithful service rendered on the pipeline. It's all for us.
So, thank you for your service.
The psalmist we lament, "Why have you forsaken me?" And with the psalmist we affirm, "My hope is in you." O God, your ways often mystify us. Yet without you we would feel cast away in a desolate void. You give us the will to live, you grieve with us, and teach us compassion for the suffering. You send your messengers, our friends, take our hand and walk with us in our sorrow. You lead us from darkness toward the light. We who are destined to die revere the God who keeps us alive. Life and death come from you. The soul returns to you. We live on too in those we love, surviving in their thoughts and in their deeds. God, we live on in your eternal care. We praise you, O truthful judge. We praise you, O compassionate parent. As Job said, experiencing his loss, Adonai natan, Adonai lakach, Yehi Shem Adonai mevorach. God gave, God is taken away. Blessed be the name of God. Compassionate God, eternal spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to Fred Valk, who has entered eternity. O God of mercy, let him find refuge in your eternal presence under the shadow of your wings. Let his soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is his inheritance. May he rest in peace. Let us together say,
Amen.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני רב להושיע. מגלגל חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים. הוא מקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך. מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע. ברוך אתה אדוני נוטע ותוכין חיי עולם. Eternal is your might, O God, all life is your gift, great is your power to save. With love you sustain the living, and with great compassion you give life to all. You send help to the falling and healing to the sick. You bring freedom to the captive and keep faith with those who sleep in the dust. Praise you, O God, who implants eternal life. come now to this point where we say Kaddish for the first time. Your dad or your papa. We'll say it again in your home each time we gather to say for Shabbat for the next 3 days. And of course, beginning this Shabbat, both Friday and Saturday night, we will say his name aloud and say Kaddish. So I invite you to urge you to make your way to the synagogue as much as you can over this next morning. These words are mysterious. They don't mention death at all. Yet somehow they magically seem to connect heaven and earth. And when we say these words, we can only think about the people we've loved and the people we've lost. And so when we say these words, let's today say them, especially thinking of Fred. If you would please join me. Gadal Yiskadash Shemei Rabbah Ve'almad Yivrach Yusei Ve'amnichmad Yusei Chayevon V'yomechon Chayed Kol Beis Yisrael Magalav Bizman Kariv Yimuru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'elam L'Amei Mayav Yisbarach Yishtabach Yishba'ar Yishtamam Yisnasei Yishadar Yisnalev Yishalal Shmei Kudusha V'rivu Le'elam Yipol Yirachata V'shirata Tushtachasa V'nechemata Damiram Ve'almav Yimuru Amen Yehei Shalom Rabbah Min Shemaya Chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Yimuru Amen Yisei Shalom B'Rama Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Yimuru Amen. May God grant peace to you who mourn, comfort all the bereaved among us, among the entire world, as together we say.
Amen.
Amen. One of the things we are all called upon to do at one time or another at a Jewish funeral is to place earth to the grave of loved ones. Cindy, I don't know how your dad helped you and your sister into bed at night. My guess is he did at some point. Just as you said, he loved to kiss and hug. I'm sure he loved to make sure that you were comfortable and taken care of. And so when we place earth into a grave, I always like to think of this as what we're doing is really covering somebody with a blanket of earth, an eternal blanket. Just as your dad made sure that you were tucked in, you in turn are making sure that he is being tucked in for an eternal rest. So we're all going to have an opportunity if we want to come and place some earth into this grave. It's a difficult moment. The sound is one that I will never get used to, but it's something that we must do. This is something that our tradition teaches us that is a mitzvah of the highest order. We can never be paid back for it. We can never be thanked for it. But that's why we have to do it. Because there are certain things in life that we would never want to ask somebody else to do. And yet when we do this, we begin by taking the first shovelful of earth, turning the shovel upside down, as though to use the back to remind us that while this is something that we have to do, it is something that is difficult for us to do. So for the first shovelful, we use the back, and then we turn it over and use the shovel the way it was intended to. So if you'd like, I invite you to just come up there. If you'd like to place some earth into this grave. Friends, if you like, you can come around this other side here as well. There's a second shovel, and you feel free to use that. If you're coming around and using the other one or any of them, besides the members of the family, this earth is saturated. It's very, very muddy and hard. So don't feel compelled to use the back of the shovel if it's not going to do anything. Use it the way it's intended.